Well, just got in the car and I'm heading out to go see The Grinch. What do I expect out of this movie? I'm expecting it to be better than the Jim Carrey version.
How dare you enter the Grinch's lair?
Honestly, as long as this movie is just plain fun, I am going to be happy. So let's check it out and talk about it. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for The Grinch. Spoiler-free, right. Like The Grinch hasn't been around for decades, and we know that he starts with his heart 2 sizes too small, and by the end it grows 3 sizes bigger than it was before. So, we know the story of The Grinch, and we know how it's going to end. I'm just going to try to, stay away from the spoilers of some of the unique take and unique things that they did with this movie, which overall this movie was fun, and that's what I said I wanted. I just wanted to go into this movie, and if it was just fun and I had fun with it, I'm gonna be happy. And guess what? I am happy. My nitpicks, my little negatives, that's what they are. They're just nitpicks. For me, the biggest nitpick that I have is the narrator. I just wasn't a big fan of the voice of the narrator. I didn't have a problem with the fact that there was narration because it's the Grinch Stole Christmas story. So it makes sense there's somebody kind of telling us the story and rhyming and stuff like that. I just didn't entirely like the narrator's voice, but that's such a small little thing. And the other thing is, if I was to compare this movie to other animated movies that I really like Kung Fu Panda, Shrek 1 and 2, Monsters, Inc., and Despicable Me, and a lot of fun movies like that, this isn't as good as some of those movies to me personally, but I thought this movie was a really fun ride, and I really enjoyed it. So now that that's over, jumping into those overwhelming positives. Benedict Cumberbatch was great as the Grinch. I mean, I love the dude's voice anyway, so it was just really cool to have him lend his voice to this character. He did a great job with it. He brought the right humor and the right emotion to it, because there was a little bit of emotion to it, because you have the heartwarming story of the Grinch. His heart is 2 sizes too small, and it goes 3 sizes too big as he learns what the true meaning of Christmas is. Now, what I liked about the Grinch in this one is they kept to that message, which you kind of run into that little fear that they might change the message because you're taking a super short story and you're making it a full-length motion picture, so it's like, oh no, what's Hollyweird gonna throw in here now? But they did a really good job sticking to the story. In fact, I think it was fun going one step further because, you gotta fill time, so you have to go into a little bit of the Grinch and a little bit of his backstory. So I think if you're a kid and you're watching this, I think the message is there, and it's strong, but it doesn't hit you over the head with it, and it's not too heavy. Because it shows you, in the Grinch childhood, the kid was hurt, and he was alone, and he felt alone. So it shows you why he's miserable, and why he wants to make other people miserable like him. And so they do it without it being too heavy of a thing. It's like, you get it, you understand the message, and as an adult, you go, wow, that's kind of clever. As a kid, you're like, oh, poor Grinch. Hey, something silly just happened. So I think it does a good job, keeping it going like that. And then, of course, at the end, when his heart grows 3 sizes too big, him looking at the idea of, well, wait, I'm trying to force everybody to be miserable like me. Why can't I be joyous like them? And it kind of just turns that on its head. So I thought that was really nice, the way that they did that message from beginning to end. And again, it's not super heavy. It's there and it's present. I think your kids will walk out with a good solid message. You'll walk out with a good solid message, but you won't feel like it's something that's super heavy. And it's good, clean fun. I didn't catch any potty humor. Nothing potty humorous is popping up into my mind. I can't even remember a joke that adults would get, but for kids it'd be over their head. I don't even remember that. It was good, clean fun. And lots of great characters, man. What's really funny is they had this Who was the happiest Who in Whoville, and he was simultaneously the most annoying character in the film and my favorite character in the film. Well, maybe Max was my favorite character in the film. They did a good job with the dog Max in this. Look, I'm an adult, and I sat through this movie, and I wasn't bored. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was funny. It had a lot of good, heartwarming moments, and then it's over. So it's like, yeah, that's fantastic. It's not even that long. So if you're an adult and you want to take your kids to some, great family Christmas movie, which, can you believe this is a Christmas review, that we're already in that season where Christmas stuff is happening? We haven't even had Thanksgiving yet, but as we're in that Thanksgiving season moving into Christmas, this is a great clean family film with a solid Christmas message, and I think you would enjoy it this year. I'm gonna give this movie a B+, because as an animated movie, I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, and I can see myself watching it again. Not this year, probably, like I've seen it this year, and I'm good. But when we get around to next Christmas, it is a good Christmas movie, so I could see myself, you know, watching it again as we get into the next Christmas season to just enjoy Christmas movies. So I could see this as being one of those movies. But honestly, as a grumpy grown-up, I have to say, like things like Kung Fu Panda and Monsters, Inc. and Despicable Me, Shrek 1 and 2, like I enjoy movies like that a little bit more than this one, but I still had a really good time with this one. So if you're looking for a good family, clean film for Christmas, I think this is your movie. If you saw it, what did you think? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian, hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next movie review, ranking video, theological analysis, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin, thanks for checking out Durbania.